Okay, everybody, it's time now to talk about the first part of today's lesson, the treehouse of your dreams.
Yeah.
We often talk about our dreams, what we'd like to have in our lives. My dream is to become a doctor, for example, or to be a really rich businessman or something like that. But here we're talking about the treehouse of your dreams. If you happen to have dreamed of wanting a treehouse, well, this article would be talking about the treehouse of your dreams.
Yeah, we often use that phrase to talk about anything that would just be perfect for us. The job of our dreams or our dream job. Well, this treehouse is pretty perfect, pretty wonderful. Well, in most places, just getting around involves, fighting traffic. You know what traffic's like during rush hour. Or maybe you have to sit on a crowded bus instead of riding your scooter or driving your car. Getting around simply means going from place to place, and sometimes it can be kind of tough in a busy city especially. Now, when you use that word involve, it just means that's what's included or required for something. That's what's necessary. For example, being an A student, getting those really good grades involves studying a lot. That's what you have to do. Involve is a great word, and we're going to focus on it for a bit. It's our word power word.
Word Power. Hi everybody and welcome to Word Power. Today's word is involve. Today, we read that getting around in most places involves waiting in traffic or sitting on a bus. Involve is a verb that means to require or include. For example, becoming a professional athlete usually involves many hours of hard work and practice. Or, being an artist involves thinking up a lot of creative ideas. If you are interested in taking part in an activity, you can also say that you want to get or be involved with it. For example, Jill likes fashion, so she wants to get involved with the fashion club that her school is offering. That's it for Word Power today. Thanks for listening.
Now again, in a lot of places, getting around involves things like fighting traffic or sitting on a crowded bus. You will have those things if you want to get around in a city. But in a place called Finca Bella Vista, just leaving your home is exciting. So this is a place name here. It's in Central America, in Costa Rica, called Finca Bella Vista. And if you leave your home there, it can be a very exciting experience.
It can. So we want you to picture something. You're going to imagine taking a zip line over the rainforest on your way to work. Now, we're in a country, we're going to be talking about this country in a minute, called Costa Rica. And it's got a lot of really dense forests. So we're talking about a rainforest, and if you imagine something, you picture it in your mind. You can't really see it, but you're creating it in your imagination. And you're thinking about taking something called a zip line to work. Now, a zip line, let me see if I can explain it. It's a big line, like a rope, that has a pulley that you can hold on to, and you swing from a really high elevation to a lower elevation. Now, sometimes people will swing over a rainforest, which is really kind of dangerous, I think. But you can also build zip lines, or flying foxes, they're also called, in your backyard if you have two really big trees. They're fun to play around with.
And that was Matt and Erica Hogan's dream, and it came true when they founded the world's first treehouse town. So here the word to found something just means to establish something, to get something started, usually by investing some money. You can found a corporation, for example, or found some kind of organization. Well, here, found, again, is what we're talking about involving this tree town, which is not a town with only one tree house, but many. So I guess it's kind of a community of people who live in tree houses.
I wanted to make sure everyone understands that found is not the past tense of find here. Found is the present tense, and if you want to make found past tense, you say founded. For example, several decades ago, Bill Gates founded Microsoft. He started that organization. Now, back in 2006, that's when Matt started thinking about all this. He was on a surfing trip in southern Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a country in Central America. North of Costa Rica is Nicaragua, and right below it is Panama, and then it's got oceans, Caribbean Sea on one side and the Pacific Ocean on the other. It's a beautiful country, and it's very safe to travel there. So he was surfing. If you're surfing, you have one of those long boards, either made out of wood or polyester, some sort of vinyl.
Or fiberglass.
Fiberglass, and you stand on top of it and ride the waves, and that's what he was doing when he started getting this cool idea.
Yeah, people surf here in Taiwan in Taichung, if I'm not mistaken. So he was on this surfing trip in Costa Rica, and he was drawn to the beauty and calm of the place right from the start. If you're drawn to something, that means you are attracted to something, you really like it.
Yeah, it just pulls you towards it. And if a place is calm, it's very peaceful, there's not a lot of noise, it's relaxing. He just loved these sorts of things about Costa Rica. So later, he and Erica, that's his wife perhaps, went to Costa Rica together. And they just really wanted to find a quiet, beautiful place that they could call their home. They wanted to find a new place to live. Well, luckily, they did find a piece of property right there in Costa Rica, and it was located in the rainforest near the Pacific Ocean. Sounds like a beautiful spot that they located.
And we'll continue talking about what they did when they found that piece of land in just a couple of seconds. But right now, we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher, and then we'll be right back.